Thanks.
Next we have Mark and Ginny Contestable.
Hello, as you said, my name is Mark Contestable, and I'm here on behalf of my son, who is supposed to be joining us via Skype today. He is, or was an explorer here for several years, until he joined the Army and joined the 82nd Airborne. He's been down in Fort Bragg for the past couple of years. So he wasn't able to join us. He's still on duty, unfortunately. But, you know, as I said, he was an explorer here, and he really felt a part of the fire department. He was supposed to be home last Christmas on regular leave, and unfortunately he got detained and had to stay on base. But, you know, as he learned, as the rest of us did, of the tragedy that was unfolding on Christmas Eve, he right away, you know, got glued to the media to check on the well-being of his brothers and friends here at the West Webster Fire Department. And of course, when he learned of the tragedy, he did get permission to come home for a couple days and for the services. And that was important to him because Chip was more than just a friend and a mentor to him. He was like a father figure, literally. And I'm sure Chip is the one that taught him the pride and fulfillment that comes from a life of service. And I'm sure had no small part in him wanting to join the Army and serve the country. So he's been doing that the last couple of years. So Tomas, on the other hand, joined the Explorers, I think the same year as Dan, or maybe just a year behind him, and they went through much of the training together. So again, very close to both of these folks. So while he's home for the services, he happens to see a painting up on our wall that was painted by Thomas Kincaid, and it was in tribute to the New York Fire Department. And he dedicated it in memory, of course, all the firefighters from the 9/11 tragedy. Well, upon seeing this, Daniel was amazed by it and said, I would really like to get one of these and donate it to the firehouse in memory of Chip and Tomas. And so I explained to him, I said, well, between the cost of the picture and the frame and everything, I said, it might be a little bit more than what you can afford right now. But when he's out serving our country, there's nothing I won't do for my son. So I began a one-man crusade to find a way to make this happen for him. Long story short, I had a couple galleries that I was working with, and then one of them finally said, well, have you gotten in touch with the Thomas Kincaid Foundation and the corporate office? And I said, well, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Well, he gave me a name and a number, and I want to read what their response was verbatim. I was just really impressed with the response. It says, I'm getting back to you regarding the donation request, and without any hesitance, it is with great honor to be able to donate selfless service to the West Webster Fire Department to honor their fallen heroes. We all know in our hearts that, and in Tom's, these men and women who sacrificed their lives to protect ours are very special and dear to our hearts. We know Tom would be ecstatic to know that his piece would be hanging in the firehouse, and he would only hope that it would bring peace and hold a special inspirational meaning to each of the firefighters every day when they look at this piece. Our thoughts and prayers to the families of the fallen heroes and to the firemen of the West Webster Fire Station. She came back to me later and said he probably would have come in person and actually dedicated this painting. He just, that's the way he felt about his art and about people that serve. In fact, his own words when he dedicated this to the New York Fire Department were, there is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friend, a divine truism that embodies our nation. Nowhere has that love been more vividly expressed than in the selfless sacrifice of our beloved first responders, and especially the nobility of our firefighters. Their own mantra, eloquently expressed by A.W. Lynn's Fireman's Prayer, is a moving oath and a testament to the humanity and honor of our firefighting brothers and sisters. Through its expression, their character is truly revealed as they selflessly put others above self. So that is what this was dedicated for. And on the back, I do have some of the newspapers from that day dedicated in the memory of Chip and Tomas. And the Trophy Shack here in Webster also donated a plaque to go with us. And this reads, "In honor of our fallen brothers, Lieutenant Michael Chip Chipperini and Tomas Kachuka, dedicated by Specialist Daniel Contestable to his mentor and friends, entitled Selfless Service, artist Thomas Kincaid in memory of 9/11 New York Fire Department, art donated by the Thomas Kincaid Company and available at their website." So, again, in memory of Chip and Tomas, and certainly for Ted and Joe, and all of the heroes here at the West Webster Fire Department, we want to thank you and honor you with this painting on behalf of my son.
Thank you.